Yee. Way up.
Yo, it's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee. And yes, it is a Wednesday after the MTV VMA. So, I was up late last night watching those. And we'll be discussing a lot of different moments that happen all throughout the show today. Now, I also have some special guest co-hosts who are going to be joining me. Toya and Reginae. I think the first time we've had a mother-daughter duo guest hosting, but they do have their show on WeTV that's out right now. I think they're up to episode 4 is about to drop, I believe tomorrow, but I've been keeping up with what they have going on, so they're going to be guest co-hosting in a little while. And of course, we'll be talking about the VMAs that were on last night. Hopefully you guys were watching them. Shakira was there and Diddy was there. They were being honored at the awards last night. But we'll talk about who some of the big winners were. We'll talk about some of the best moments that you want to remember. Nicki Minaj came out and debuted a new snippet of a song. Also, Megan Thee Stallion and Cardi B performed. Lil Wayne opened things up. Doja Cat, I think, had an amazing performance. So we'll talk about all of those things this morning on Way Up with Angela Yee. And I'm pretty sure Toya and Reginae were watching too, so I know they're going to know what's going on with that. It's also today's Wednesday. All right. Chef JJ Johnson's going to be joining us today for Wealth Wednesday. I am so excited for him to join us. I actually met him a long time ago. He was the head chef at a restaurant in New York that I would go to, and he has his own show on Clio TV. He has a book out right now, a cookbook. And if y'all know me, I love all different kinds of rice where the cultures come together. The Simple Art of Rice is his cookbook, so you guys can pick that up. But we'll be talking to Chef JJ Johnson for Wealth Wednesday and everything that he has going on. So let's get the show started. Shine a light on him. 800-292-5150 is the number. Call us up. Let us know who you want to show some love to and who you want to shine a light on. It's Way Up with Angela Yee.
I'ma shine.
Turn your lights on, y'all.
Turn your lights on.
Spreading love to those who are doing greatness.
Shine a light on them. Shine a light on them.
It's time to shine a light on them.
Yes, it is Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee, and it is a Wednesday, and it's time to shine a light on them. This is the part of the show that we always set it off with some positivity, right? Because we all need more of that, no matter what's going on in our lives. And I want to shine a light on Prevail. Shout out to my guy, Prevail. He's the founder of the collective music group Collective Recording Studios and Collective Dance Studios in Detroit. And he's also the owner of a new club that should be opening any day now. It's called the Preva Nightclub, Preva. Now, Prevail has always been that type of person who is quite an entrepreneur. No matter what it is, he's going to figure out the best way to get it done. Even when it comes to construction and building his studio and building this club, I know sometimes it can be really hard to hire contractors and pay all this money. And he's like, guess what? I'm going to get down and do it myself. So even when I'm working on this building that we're doing in Midtown, he's always offering different suggestions and different contacts that can help us get things done, more at wholesale value. Let's just say that. So shout out to Prevail, and I cannot wait for this club to open. I'm going to be there at that grand opening in Detroit. All right. And who do you guys want to shine a light on? 800-292-5150. Yashara, who do you want to shine a light on?
I want to shine a light on you, Angela.
Ooh, okay.
I've been trying to get through for about a week or two now. I just want to thank you for creating an amazing platform. Girl, you are amazing. I appreciate you for letting entrepreneurs and women have a voice. So thank you. You are greatly appreciated.
Thank you, Yashara. I appreciate you so much. It's a labor of love over here.
Yes, ma'am. And with that being said, you've inspired me. Every day I'm at work, I'm at home, I own my own small business.
Yes.
They call me the T-shirt queen. I don't make T-shirts like nobody else. So I know when you hear T-shirts, you're like, oh, everybody makes T-shirts. But girl, they don't make them like me.
And guess what? Everybody wears T-shirts. So,
Right.
Well,
right.
Since you have a small business, where can people find you? Because, they listen and they want to support.
Oh, you guys can find me on Instagram at _the letter T in Queens. And I also have an Etsy shop. Check out my reviews. I have clients in 35 countries. I'm a 5-star shop. And I'm just so proud of myself. And I just want to thank you.
Okay, you said it's _C in Queens?
_, the letter T.
Oh, T. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. And Queen. The T Queen.
Okay. Okay.
On Instagram.
All right. Got you. All right. Thank you so much. I appreciate you.
You're welcome and have a great day.
Okay. You too. What's up, Jamar? How are you?
What's going on, Angela?
Who do you want to shine a light on?
Oh, man, shine a light on PNB Rock family. They lost a real one.
Okay. Did you you know his family personally, or you're just a fan of
No,
him?
I definitely was a fan, though. You know, the whole city was, like, bumping R&B 1, R&B 2, R&B 3, all the way up until he got famous. So just shine a light on his family and my condolences.
All right. Well, thank you for calling. That means a lot, because that means that he really touched your life like he did for a lot of people. So shout out to PNB Rock's family and to you too, Jamar. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, well, that was Shine a Light on them. 800-292-5150 is the number in case you couldn't get through. And don't forget, Toya and Reginae will be joining us this morning as guest hosts. So they should be here shortly. And when we come back, we have Yeetie. And we're going to be doing this throughout the morning, but let's talk about the MTV VMAs. They were on last night. I was up till midnight watching those. And we'll talk about some of the big moments. And Sweetie actually had to make sure that y'all know she's in on the joke, all right? It's Way Up with Angela Yee.
Yo, she about to blow the lid up off this pot.
Let's get it.
Oh, yeah. Angela's spilling that yee tea.
Come and get the tea.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee, and it's time for Yee Tea. And as promised, I have two special guest co-hosts. Toya and Reginae are here.
Hey, hey, hey.
Hey, y'all. Ready to spill that tea, y'all. And listen, you guys have been in town. Were you doing Fashion Week, VMAs? What was going on?
Well, we're here for press run for the show.
It's a good
Reginae
time to
was
be here.
partying.
Reginae.
Oh, yeah, I was partying.
I told Reginae, I said, you got to come up here and guest co-host one day because she does her hosting stuff.
Yes.
So I was like, she'll be good at this. All right. So Sweetie was at the VMAs and she was presenting and reading from the teleprompter. And I just want to stress to y'all, right, because I know we've all had to read from a teleprompter before.
Yes.
It is not always the easiest thing to do.
It's really not. Sometimes it goes too fast or too slow. It's hard to catch up. So that's why I like to kind of like know what I'm about to say.
Right.
Just in case I mess up. Mm-hmm. But that was so funny.
All right. Well, here's what it sounded like.
We got more from your favorite nominees. More glitz, more glam, and definitely more music coming your way right after the break. And you're not gonna want to miss what we have upcoming on the VMA pre-show. I know that's right. I know that's right. Okay.
That's right. She looked great, though. I would say that.
I feel like it was a lot going on. You know, like you said, it sometimes really don't be your fault. It probably be the people in the back probably was going too fast, too slow. You never know, but
and sometimes they switch stuff up.
Yeah, and sometimes they move it around too. Mm-hmm. So it's all different things because I've definitely had some
moments.
Yeah,
like
some moments. You're like, hold on, slow that down. I missed it. Mm-hmm. All right. Well, she did have to come back out, and here's what she had to say because she sees y'all talking crazy.
Okay. Hey, what's up, y'all? It's me again, and y'all better stop making my little stutter video go viral. I see what you're doing. Anyways, let's try it again.
Sweetie said y'all not about to play with her. Let's try it again.
Okay, and she did good the second time. Yeah. So hey,
and like that's when you ad lib a little and go off script because I know it didn't say that.
No, I'm sure it did not say that.
She said, "Hold up, this is what they're not
like,
gonna do."
No, let me get this right."
Now, I just want to say there were some amazing performances last night. I think Doja Cat was one of the top performances of the night. Also, Meg Thee Stallion and Cardi B with their bongo song. Taylor Swift was going crazy while they were on stage. But Diddy, I think, was another highlight. Now, he brought King Combs up there. He brought Chance Combs. He brought his twin daughters on stage also, Jesse and Delilah Combs. And he got the Global Icon Award. And here's what he had to say.
This is a dream come true for me. I grew up watching MTV like, man, I wish one day I could be up there. I started out as a paper boy, y'all, and then I was going to be an NFL football player for the Pittsburgh Steelers. The Pittsburgh Steelers didn't know this, but I planned on being a football player, and my leg got broke the last year. And then I got depressed, and I would be in the clubs dancing in New York, doing my Diddy Bop, and then people would see me, and they would cast me for videos. And that's how I fell in love with the music industry. I saw the executives, and I wanted to chase that dream.
Oh, before anybody say, I just can't just sit here and you just say so many good performances, but you miss my daddy. You miss my daddy.
We're going to get to that when we do in the next
I had
hour.
to say it. I had to say it.
I knew that was coming.
You know, Angela, you know.
Because I was going to do him with Nicki Minaj in the next room.
my
Don't worry.
She do not play.
She do not play.
That was
about
well
her daddy.
deserved. Diddy.
No,
Well
that
deserved.
was very well deserved.
Yes.
Yeah,
it
no,
was.
absolutely. And so shout out to him for that. Mary J. Blige also came out and brought him out. You know we
Looked
love us
amazing.
some Mary J. Blige.
Love Mary.
All right. And in addition to that, by the way, you know Diddy does have an album coming out on Friday.
Will come out this Friday.
Yeah, it comes out this Friday. The Love album, Off the Grid. So it's like an R&B love album.
Okay.
So I know he's outside with that. And Megan Thee Stallion and Justin Timberlake, this was also going viral. It looked like they had a, quote, heated exchange. People were saying, by the way, that's not Justin Timberlake who she's talking to. But it looks like, from what they're saying, sources are saying, it was really him saying, it's nice to meet you. And she said, no, this don't count. This don't count. We got to meet proper. So, you know, sometimes people be...
They talk with their hand. They be
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
no, this is not it. Like, you know.
That's just
What did it look like they were getting into it from the video?
Yeah, that's also just with this world right now. Everybody putting cameras in your faces now, so it's like, dang, what you supposed to do? You don't know. You just looking at a video and thinking what you think is going on.
People was trying to read the lips. Like,
yeah, that's it.
They were trying to
You're
figure
like,
out
hold up, I
what could they
definitely
be
saw
talking about, like getting into it about. They
Yes.
was throwing shade.
Reginae just got into it with me just now.
Just that quick,
Don't
you
worry,
know
we got
that daddy's
She
girl,
set me
baby.
straight. Okay. All right, well, that is your Yeetie, and we're going to talk about Lil Wayne in the next hour in Yeetie. Don't worry about it. And Nicki Minaj. But when we come back, we have About Last Night, and that's where we discuss what we did last night. I know y'all been out and about in the city. We're going to talk about it. It's Way Up with Angela Yee.
So, about last night. Last night. Here's how it went down.
All right, it's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee with my co-host Toya and Reginae, and you can watch their show on WeTV right now and catch up. First 3 episodes are already out. All right, so last night, I'm going to tell you, to be honest, I was at home watching the VMAs, and I had every intention of going out last night to an after party, and I took my lashes off.
Oh, when them lashes come off.
When them lashes
it's
come
a
off.
wrap.
It's over. And they didn't end till like midnight. You know what I mean? So I was just trying to watch to make sure I got everything to get ready for the show today. And I was talking to my girl, Tashara. We was discussing meeting up, where we was going to meet. And then we both were like, let's take a rain check.
That was me.
Yeah. So I'm glad we did the same thing. Now, Reginae, you are the youngest one in the room.
Yes.
What did you do last night?
I definitely went to a party last night. Diddy had an after party and went there. Had some fun with my friends.
What's a Diddy after party like?
Oh, it's time.
Lit.
It's lit. That's all you can say. It's lit. If you know, you know it's lit.
If you know, you got to just be there.
Yeah.
And he did get the Global Icon Award.
Yes.
So shout out to him.
It was like extra lit.
That
So
was
how
well
long did you
deserved.
stay out?
Ooh. I stayed out till 4 a.m. and had to be up at 6 a.m. to get makeup.
Okay.
Yeah, baby.
I'm a rock
She could do
star.
that
She's a trooper.
rock star lifestyle. I'm going to leave that to you.
Meanwhile, me and Toya was
Getting our beauty rest.
fast asleep. But, you know, I do want to ask you, Reginae, because I feel like I haven't been outside, you know, much lately, right? I don't even remember the nights when I was staying out till 4 a.m. and doing all of those things. But you've also been doing a lot of acting lately. All right. So for you, what's the balance of like being out and having fun, but also knowing that like, all right, I got to, you know, handle my business?
Yes, I feel like you just have to definitely handle your business. Like at the end of the day, I knew that I was out, but I also knew that I had to be up. I put my alarm clock on. I was up and at 'em because, hey.
She got the sexy, raspy, all night out
Yeah.
voice too right now.
I called them like, well, she had to call, and she woke me up. I said, oh, this girl is up.
I know.
Now, let's not forget y'all daddy also is in town and performed. So did y'all get a chance to link up? Well,
Let's see. No, actually, we haven't. I didn't get to see him. The show ended so late. I was at the after party by the time he was at the room.
and what is your drink of choice when you're out?
What's your drink? Are you
I
like
like
a
Don
tequila
Julio.
girl or like
Reposado.
Okay, a little
I used to like
reposado.
Casa, but I can't do Casa no more.
Okay, so now it's a different
That's
type
me.
of.
It's just a shot. Like I can't.
Yeah,
even
just
mix
the shot.
it or
I can't
nothing.
do a drink. Just the shot. Like.
And when you
Make
go
me
out,
sick.
do people ask you about the show, like when you're out? Because now we get to see a lot more of your lives. You know, you guys have been on television and in the public eye for quite some time, but now it's all about you, and I feel like we're learning a lot. So when you're out, do people come up to you and feel like they know you? How does that work?
Oh boy.
Definitely. The thing about our family show is that people also, like my mama said, it's very like relatable. So like a lot of people come up to us, hug us, be like, oh, Casey crazy, or this and this and that. Your grandmother,
Casey
it's
is
like,
crazy.
yes.
Oh, yes. Crazy.
Yes, but I love it though. I feel like that it draws them closer to us.
It's love.
Yeah, it's all love.
It's
You
love
feel
and support.
like it's somebody in your family that is one of these people in the show. My mom, with her funny self, like a lot of people can relate to my mom. They be like, "Oh, she act like my auntie. She act just like my auntie."
Well, don't worry. We're going to get all into the show because I know you guys are here doing your press run for Toya and Reginae. But we're going to talk about some of these family dynamics because sometimes people also don't understand how overwhelming it can be. Because people sometimes think you just got it. You know, and y'all don't shy away from those conversations. And so we're going to discuss that a little bit later. But in the meantime, when we come back, and that was about last night, we have Tell Us a Secret. Now, y'all, just so you know, this is a favorite. This is when our listeners get to call in and they remain anonymous. And y'all got some secrets out there because I've heard some of the craziest things. All right. And I know right now it looks like Reginae's thinking about some of her own secrets. But don't worry, you ain't got to share because they get to stay anonymous and we don't judge them, okay? So everybody calls up here, no matter what they say, 800-292-5150. We are not going to judge you. We're just giving you the space to share a secret. 800-292-5150. Tell us a secret when we come back.
This is a judgment-free zone. Tell us a secret.
What up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee, and Toya and Reginae are here with me.
Hey.
And this is their first time doing Tell Us a Secret, so that means y'all gotta call up and show out.
Yes, make it juicy.
And tell us your secrets. And you know, they're not judgmental people at all.
No.
Yeah, I feel like we done seen it all, been through it all. I seen how y'all interact with your friends, so I already know people could come to you and tell you anything.
Yes.
And we're not gonna judge. And that's what this is all about.
No
right?
judgments, though.
800-292-5150. Call us up. Tell us a secret. And anonymous caller, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Okay, I'm here with Toya and Reginae. So, you know, they can't wait to hear what your secret is.
Hey.
Hey, y'all. So, one of my very best friends is having a birthday trip, and she's inviting all her other friends, and I do not want to go because I do not vibe with them. They're just different, and our vibes are different. How do I tell her that?
Ooh, it's your best friend, you say?
One of them, yes.
That's hard because that's the
the
worst to
hard
go on a
one.
trip with people you don't vibe with.
I know, and then it's like one of your best
her
friends.
are not my friends.
You know what? Why don't you take her on a trip, just the two of y'all?
Yes.
Yeah, I do
And
something.
be like, I
just the
can't
two
do
of
that time.
Yeah, tell her something came up.
Oh, not tell
Yeah,
her a
she
story.
really want all her friends together, though.
Oh, girl, I know how it feel to go on trips with people you don't really vibe
my
with.
gosh.
So that's
And
not
I don't
always
want to
good.
ruin a trip with my vibe, because I just don't vibe with them.
Well,
They're
if
just
you
different.
know, I mean,
Well, you know what? I kind of hear your nose getting stopped up, so maybe you probably getting sick. That's what you can tell her.
Yeah, that's the one.
She said that's the one. Thank you.
I'm not going, man. I feel so bad. I'll take you out to dinner. That's all you got to tell her. I'll take you out to dinner.
Brown. Yep, them symptoms is coming. Thank y'all. Y'all have a good one.
Yeah,
You
thank
too.
you. Listen, you got to protect yourself. Hey, what's up, anonymous caller?
How you doing?
I'm good. Toya and Reginae are here, and this is their first time doing Tell Us a Secret, so make it good.
A few years ago, I got attacked by my brother. And we ain't talked in 2 years, so my niece's party was the other day, and I was invited by my mom, and she assured me that my brother wanted me to be there. He wanted to make ends meet. So I get there, and I go to say what's up to him, and he attacked me again. So I left, and I busted out her back windows at her house.
But you busted out the back windows of his house?
Nope, at my mama's house.
Oh, at your mom's
And
house.
It get to him worse.
Oh, just to get to
She
your
shouldn't
brother.
even have invited.
So the brother
she
lived
lied.
with
He didn't even want me to come.
Oh, so now you did it to your mom's house. How does that affect your brother?
I don't even care. She don't know it was me though.
Oh, you
the
secretly.
mama
So when I pulled up, I said, "Mind your back windows is busted out."
You did that to mom.
Why does your brother keep attacking you?
Exactly, and then nobody can give an explanation.
Just for no, it can't be for no reason.
What's your sign?
Did you mess with his girl?
Cancer.
You're Cancer?
Never. I never crossed that line.
Oh, okay.
So what is it?
I'm cancer.
You did something.
Yeah, you did something. You're not telling us the full story, sir.
No. He don't like it that I hang out with my cousin, maybe, but outside of that, that's what it's mind-boggling. So.
Okay, and who won the fight? When he attacked you, like, is it a fight?
It was a few days ago. Yeah, no, I went to my niece's party. Birthday party.
But who won the fight?
I don't fight them. I don't fight my brothers or my sisters. I'd rather.
They
not
just
fight
you let him attack them.
You just bust out your mama's windows. Okay.
Yeah, because you want to play. Yeah. And then she shouldn't even did it. She shouldn't even invited me. Like she said, she was like, yeah. He told me to tell you. So come on and bring the kids. Maybe I can make up then.
Well, she probably wanted y'all to make up. Yeah. She had good intentions. It just didn't work out.
Well, all right. Maybe she could have did an intervention or something. Like, hey, both of y'all come here or something.
All right. Well, thank you for calling and sharing.
All right, thanks. Yep.
Hey, anonymous caller, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. And Toya and Reginae are here, ready for your secret.
Hey.
Hey, my secret is that my manager just gave me this good promotion, but I have already had it in place to quit.
Ooh, so you got a
promotion.
promotion.
Now I kind of feel bad. I don't know if I should do it 2 weeks or just walk out.
Damn. I mean, you know what, though? I'm going to tell you my thoughts on that. At the end of the day, when you have a job, something could go wrong and they could fire you, and then you'll be mad you stayed when you already had another opportunity. So, I mean.
But what's even crazier, the person under her really don't like me, so she stepped on her toes to do that. And it makes me feel bad, but the new position is way better, and like you said, it's a longer contract, too.
Yeah, you got to do what's best for you.
Yeah, you definitely got to look out for you.
Tell her or just walk out.
You should tell her for sure, though.
For 2 weeks, you're right.
Yeah, and she should understand that, too, because trust and believe, if she had an opportunity in a different position that was better, she'll take it, too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, tell her for sure.
Yeah, but sometimes people think you moving funny when you moving better. But you're right. If she cared about me, she'll understand.
Yeah, and maybe y'all will still have a good relationship. Maybe you'll be in a position to bring her over there one day.
Hopefully, because my son loves her.
Yeah. Keep that in mind.
Right.
Business should never be personal, right? Even though it gets that way.
Right.
All right. Well, thank you. And congrats.
Thank you.
Yeah. Congrats.
She clearly do good work.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that was Tell Us a Secret. 800-292-5150 is the number. In case you couldn't get through, you can always leave a message. And when we come back, we have Yeetie. And you know what we got to talk about. Lil Wayne at the VMAs. It's Way Up with Angela Yee.
They say it's truth in the rumors.
From industry shade to all the gossip.
Talk to me.
Angela's spilling that Yee tea.
And that Yee coffee. All right, it's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee, and Toya and Reginae are here.
What's up?
Hey.
I'm having Reginae try coffee for the first time.
Yes, I just tried coffee for the first time, y'all.
It was so
y'all
good.
gotta get Angela's coffee, man.
Coffee uplifts people. Check us out.
Yes,
Look,
that was delicious.
Toya threw hers back.
Oh, yeah, girl, I needed that shot.
All right, well, let's talk about the VMAs, because the reason I was up late was I was watching that while Reginae was at the after parties. All right, now Nicki Minaj dropped a Pink Friday 2 exclusive during the VMAs, and so people were very excited. I saw this making the rounds on social media yesterday, and here is what that sounded like.
It sound like you trying to me. I'm who they trying to be. But somebody cop all these goofies and take it, cause I'm who they trying to be. I'm in the city, I drop a location and all of the killers come out. They be frontin' for y'all, but they play the back when them is out. When them is out, cut them off like the scissors is out. When Barbie touched down, the balance of the system too.
I like my hunters bad. I keep them by the two.
Hey,
it's the big deal.
Y'all ready for Pink Friday too? Barbs, I love you. You.
All right, and you want to introduce this, Reginae?
Lil Wayne. No, just kidding.
Lil Wayne opened the show, also came out, closed out the show, came out with Nicki Minaj, and here's what he sounded like.
The best rapper alive. Ain't nothing to put the left side. Put the right side. Everybody sing that song with the what? Say what?
Where the love go? 5, 4, 3, 2. I let one go.
Let's rock.
Get the dough. I don't blow, bro. I'm aiming at your head like a buffalo.
All right, New Orleans is in here.
Okay.
You know what? Let me ask you, do you remember the first time you met Nicki Minaj?
I actually don't. I don't remember No, I don't remember the first time I met her. I probably was
because baby.
Yeah.
You were really young.
Yeah.
All right, and you know who else was there? Sexy Red, and people posted her saying she looked bored. And she like, so the VMAs ain't got no food for real?
She talking about something. I was hungry.
I was hungry. I feel her.
Yeah, sitting there. She probably was.
Now, another person who was there, and you know, women are really running things when it comes to hip hop and music right now, for real. And we saw that last night in particular. And Ice Spice was there. And you know, she has this Dunkin' Donuts collaboration. America runs on Munchkins. And so she has her, courtesy of her Munchkins. And here is Ice Spice and her Dunkin' Donuts commercial, Ben Affleck.
We gotta come up with a drink name, but it's not easy, right? Nowadays with social media, the kids, it's gotta be authentic. How are people gonna connect you with Dunkin'?
Yeah, I'm a Dunkin' girl.
I'm not seeing it.
Ice Spice, my fans are the Munchkins.
Where you going with this?
Ice Spice Munchkins drink.
I got an idea. Collabs like they do, right? I spit bars with you. We're called Vanilla Ice Spice.
I mean, that's a great collab idea, though.
Honestly, that's really dope, actually.
I like Ice Spice.
I love when stuff come
doing
together
her
like
thing.
that.
Yeah,
Get your money, girl.
Not mad at her. And when it came to the VMAs last night, Taylor Swift was the biggest winner of the night. She got 9 awards. All right.
Wow,
including the big award, Video of the Year.
Killing it.
Yeah. And you know the other thing about Taylor Swift, she has a concert movie that's about to come out, and they're saying that this concert film is so eagerly anticipated that nobody in the movie industry wants to compete with her.
Wow.
When it comes to that, it was a surprise tour announcement. It caught studios and everybody off guard. And so now she has this movie, Taylor Swift, The Eras Tour, and people are trying to make sure that they push dates back and switch them around so they're not competing
with her. Yeah, so is it like just her whole tour she decided to turn it into like a movie?
Yes.
Like clips of the tour?
Yeah, it's like
that's
what Katy
dope.
Perry did and Justin Bieber. Yeah, they are, a lot of like big artists do that.
That's
like
dope.
they have their movies for show behind the scenes.
And listen, Taylor Swift is getting to the money. And by the way, she looked like it because she was in there dancing along.
Enjoying herself.
To everything, having a good time.
Listen, she was in Atlanta for like 3 days. Every day
Sold out,
it was
traffic
sold out.
crazy.
Traffic everywhere. Everybody had their cowgirl boots on. It was like,
no matter
hey, I
what,
feel it.
you cannot deny the power of Taylor Swift.
No way.
Taylor Swift is really good.
I love Taylor though.
And she won Video of the Year, Artist of the Year, Song of the Year. I mean,
Them kids be going crazy.
And when it came to Best New Artist, that was Ice Spice. She won for that, just as a FYI. Best Afrobeats, I saw this too. Rema and Selena Gomez with Calm Down. That is my song. I
love Calm Down.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that song.
Okay. All right. Well, that is your Yeetie. And when we come back, we have Under the Radar. These are the stories that are not necessarily in the headlines. They're flying under the radar, but we definitely feel like you need to know about them. It's Way Up with Angela Yee.
News. This in the news that relates to you. These stories are flying under the radar.
Yes, it's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee, and Toya and Reginae are here with me today.
Hi.
Guest hosting. We're having a good time.
Yes,
we are.
I feel like we sitting back here going over all these stories. Listen, Reginae act the same way she gonna do the dance to the song.
Yeah, she gonna perform for you every time.
And we are gonna talk more about your show on WeTV, Toya and Reginae. But first, we're doing Under the Radar. All right, let's talk about some of these stories that are not necessarily in the headlines. Apple, the new iPhone is on the way. The iPhone 15 Pro and Pro Max. Now, I feel like we kind of got to get these new phones. Because the camera's always better, you know.
But that makes sense why my phone is acting up.
Exactly.
That's what always happens.
You gotta get the new ones.
So the new 15 Pro is going to start at $999. You know, that's always the base price. And the Pro Max is going to start at like $1,200. So they're both available for pre-order this Friday. And then it comes out on September 22nd. So that's really soon.
Oh, I have
Yeah,
to
and they gonna get that.
Yeah, I know. Let me get my coins together.
like,
All right, now the charger is different on these phones, so get ready to get rid of your old chargers. But the good thing is it's the same charge if you have a Mac computer.
Oh, okay,
you know, I always wanted them to do that, though.
Yeah, well, they finally are doing it. So
Okay, I might have to get this phone.
yeah, and hopefully that means it'll charge a lot faster.
Your phone about to start working.
Yeah, it's gonna stop working anyway.
I'm gonna have to get it. Like I have to get this one. I know.
All right, so get ready for that because, you know, if you want to pre-order again, that's going to be on Friday. All right, now let's talk about this escaped murderer, Danilo Cavalcante. He's been on the run for 2 weeks. He escaped out of a prison, Chester County Prison, on August 31st. Well, he has just been captured. He had been sentenced to life without parole. He fatally stabbed his ex-girlfriend, and he just got recaptured actually this morning. According to Pennsylvania State Police, he was captured at 8:14 a.m., so just a couple of hours ago. He was found hiding in a large pile of logs behind a John Deere store, and he was about 30 miles from the prison where he escaped.
Wow. I saw the video of him climbing up to get out.
Now, that's bold, because I don't know how long you think you're going to be on the run, but he actually was, and I was showing you guys a picture of his face, because the dogs came out, so... they said he had on a gray Philadelphia Eagles hoodie. He was, they had his distinctive tattoos because he tried to change his look too. You know, he shaved his whole face. He tried to look different, but they fortunately still captured him. And thank goodness, because he was definitely dangerous.
Very. In 2 weeks is crazy.
Yeah.
So I'm glad that they're right.
I'm glad that nobody else got injured.
Yes.
During that time. Okay, Lyft has introduced a new feature so women and non-binary riders can choose a preference to match with drivers of the same gender. So now, they said it was a highly requested feature. Yes, Toya.
So when you go on a Lyft app, you get to choose who you want to drive you.
Yeah.
Male or female.
They said they're hoping that will encourage more women to sign up to be drivers to access its flexible earning opportunities. It's called Women Plus Connect. Okay. And so you can, but the company does warn it's not a guarantee that you'll be matched with a woman or a non-binary person if one of those people aren't nearby. But riders and drivers also will have to opt into that feature, and then riders can choose a gender for it to work.
I mean, I feel like I get it because, you know, it is a lot of people that sometimes they're like, you know, I like only male drivers or I like only female drivers. So you can pick it if that's what you want. But everything is changing. It's like this world. It's like,
I like that though.
Yeah, I like that. It's cool.
I wonder, would you choose? Like, would you choose I'm not gonna lie. In certain situations, like sometimes when I get a driver and it's a woman, I'm like, oh yeah, I got a woman.
You feel, especially if it's late, you coming from the club and different things like that.
Right.
You know.
All right. I mean, I didn't know this was something that was like super requested, but it is, like you said, a lot of scrutiny. There's been reports of sexual assaults happening, and so they've also shared the names of drivers who were deactivated. They announced that they were going to do that a couple of years ago. So it is about safety as well.
Yeah.
All right.
That's important.
Well, that is your Under the Radar. Now, we do have the Way Up mix coming at the top of the hour. Plus, Toya and Reginae are here, so we got to get into their business a little bit and talk about their new show. And it is also a Wealth Wednesday, so Chef, I can't even pronounce words today. Chef JJ Johnson is going to be joining us. He has a new cookbook out called The Simple Art of Rice, and he's also hosting at the New York City Wine and Food Festival for the 50th anniversary of hip hop. So know we love a good chef. It's Way Up with Angela Yee.
Just like to talk like they Angela Yee,
Man, she's spilling it all. This is Yee T. Way Up.
Yes, it's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee, and Toya and Reginae are here.
Yes.
Spilling that Yee Tea with me today. Make sure y'all check out the show on WeTV as well. We'll talk about that in a minute. But first, Tory Lanez, according to Megan Cuniff, and she's been reporting everything that's been going on with Tory Lanez and Megan Thee Stallion. He will be in court tomorrow, she says, for his motion for bail as he appeals his convictions for shooting Megan Thee Stallion. The court sent out a notice for a 10:30 a.m. hearing. So we'll hear about that tomorrow. Ooh. All right. Young Blue has canceled his tour, and he's taking a break off social media. Have y'all been following all of the drama?
Yeah, that's crazy, yeah.
Yeah, he posted, "Words can't explain how I feel about the remainder of this tour being canceled. This is not a letter someone on my team typed for me, not a press release. This is me speaking direct. I sincerely apologize to every fan not disappointed when things like this happen. The only person to blame is the artist, so I accept it." But he's been going through a lot.
Wait, he canceled it because because I know the last thing that I heard, it was his girlfriend outed him out.
Yeah, he flew another girl out, but nothing happened between them. He said something wasn't right. And so she, he's having problems at home. And then, him and Boosie have been having their back and forth as well. So he said his mental health, he has to get that right. Yeah. And I respect that.
Yeah.
Sometimes work matters, but your mental health matters even more. You can't even function properly without that.
Especially performing in front of all of those people.
Just dealing with people, period.
Yeah.
Yep, and social media, he's taking a break from there. You know, we got to do that sometimes too.
Yes, you need those social media breaks. That's important.
All right, and Gilly the Kid, he did an interview with the Pivot podcast, and he talked about the emotional arc of losing his child. Here's what he said.
The worst time had to be when I had to wash his body, but it was also the best because I became a man that day. When I washed my son's body, it was a gift and a curse. It was a good thing and a bad thing because it was a very painful thing to see your son laying there cold and stiff. But I know I sent him off right. But yeah, that was the day that I knew it was real.
Yeah, that brings chills to
Yeah, it
my
gave me
body.
chills too.
That is
so sad.
Such a painful thing to have to go through. So we are sending you some love, Gilly, to your whole family,
Praying
your
for
wife,
you.
everybody. All right. And the Jennifer Hudson show and Sherry are going to be returning. You know, the strikes are going on. The talk is also going to be returning. And we talked about Drew Barrymore. Drew Barrymore's show just tapes a couple blocks away. I walk past there every morning. So they've been outside protesting the past couple of days because her show is starting next week. And, you know, Tamron Hall's show already started last week. So the writers and actors strikes are still underway, but the teams behind daytime talk shows are still planning to move forward. So
We're actually doing that show tomorrow.
Yeah.
Which one?
Yeah, Tamron Hall show.
Okay. Yeah. So, you know, other daytime talk shows, including The View, Live with Kelly and Mark, they've all been filming new episodes through the strikes. And so Jennifer Hudson is going to be bringing their season back without writers. But once the new contract is established, they will have the writers that are part of the union come back too. All right. That's a hard thing because people got to support their families.
I
You see
know.
people losing their
Yeah.
homes, all kinds of things going on, but you also want to be in solidarity with people who are on strike. So as long as you're doing things the way that you're supposed to without using union, you know, it's just tough.
Yes,
really
I'm just
tough.
praying that all of this gets situated because it is tough.
It's affecting people's lives.
All right. Well, that is your Yeetie. And you know, Toya and Reginae are here. So when we come back, there are so many things to talk about because y'all got your new show on WeTV out right now. Okay. We get to see the real family dynamics of what goes on behind the scenes. It is not all picture perfect.
No,
as
it's
someone
not.
might want to think. So we're going to talk about some of the family dynamics. Also, Reginae, you started off the series with a man. So we're going to see where you are with that now. It's Way Up with Angela Yee.
Yeah, she back at it. Bring in the Mac. Way Up with Angela Yee is on.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee, and I've been having fun with my co-hosts today, Toya and Reginae.
Yes, we've been having fun too.
Listen, this is your vibe right here.
Yes.
I feel like for Reginae, I see her doing something like this. You know what I'm
You
saying?
always tell me that too. You always say that.
Yeah. So let's talk about Toya and Reginae on WeTV because I want to make sure we get that in because I've been watching the show, learning a lot about your family and your family dynamics. And the first few episodes, well, first let's start with you, Reginae. We get to see you with your man, Armand. Is that your ex-man now?
Yes, that's my ex.
Okay. And so when this was filmed, clearly we didn't know, we couldn't foresee the future to know what was going to end up happening. But how was it for you revisiting those old episodes when you felt like things were going to be?
It definitely, you know, it kind of makes me feel away because who wants to relive a breakup, especially when, you know, you guys saw me and him in our relationship. We both were so connected and we did love each other and we did, like, you know, bond with each other. So just the fact to rewatch that, it is a lot, but hey, that's life.
Are y'all on decent terms now or no? Do you?
Yeah, we cool. I wish him the best.
Sounds like it. Sound very proper. Okay. Are we going to find out more as the show goes on about what happened, or is this something that?
As the show go on, you're definitely going to find out just like how, things went with us.
Okay. All right. Now, Toya, let's talk about you. Okay. Because we don't realize sometimes the pressure that we put on people in our families or what people are going through. So to see a lot of you holding it down with your family, your brother is an artist, right?
Casey, yes.
Casey is a rapper, and he has some issues with the fact that he don't feel like y'all really promote him or support him the way that you should. Here's what he had to say.
You expect us to make your music pop.
I just feel like you could support
Take it from
me
here.
more. You can post
He
me
do
more.
that whatever.
You can listen to my song. You book my shows?
I'm your sister. I'm not your mom. And I'm not your music executive. Nothing. Let me tell you what I learned about men like you. No matter what we do or how many times we do it, it's never gonna be enough. It's nothing that nobody gonna ever do in your life that's gonna ever be good enough for you. I've been supporting you.
I don't care. If Wayne hear my music right now, he's gonna like it.
Oh my God.
Oh boy.
Now, have you played his music for Wayne yet?
Wait, what? No, but for real, like we have supported Casey like time and time again. On and off social media, did lots of things to support Casey. We promoted his music and all that. The problem is not us posting his music like he say. It's him expecting us to blow his song up and make him the next popping artist when in reality we can't do that. Like your music have to speak for itself. You got to get out here and work and get it out the mud like you say. Like we can post your music, yes, all day, but you know, it's up to you to like, you know, make people love you and love your songs and stuff. And as far as like us playing his music for Wayne, I never sent his music.
I haven't, but you know what? Today I'm about to send.
Which song you gonna
I'm
send?
about to send every day. I
Every
love
day?
every day.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm gonna send every day today.
Do you hear that, Casey?
I'm like, Daddy, listen.
Casey just
I'm saying it right
it's
now.
one of them situations where it's like it's so hard to connect Casey with people that you know and have relationships with because he don't listen and he's so high headed. So it's like I'm big on relationships. Like I have plenty of people in the industry that I've been cool with for years, but if you gonna be a high head and be snapping and ruining relationships, it's like you got to get yourself together first. You know what I'm saying? Like before we go out here and go all out for you, like you going off on us. You think I'm gonna introduce you to my friends and people that can possibly help you get on, and you spazzing and going. They're like, yo, what the?
Well, I will say this: you giving him the platform of being on this show now is gonna make people go and be like, let me go listen, because you even went to a show where he was performing. Y'all was there. I saw you vibing, you know. So, I mean, I also feel like people can't expect you to do everything.
No, you can't.
You know, I'll let people know you do music. We're on the show. We're going to have some scenes with you doing your music now. Let's see where you take it from there.
Yeah, I want to give you the platform and I want to see you work this platform and make the best of it. And we're going to post your music and do stuff, but I'm not a music executive. I don't do music. That's
if
not
y'all
my
could hear
lane.
Toya behind the scenes here, she'd be like, what's that rap? What you saying?
So those who know me know, like, baby, that is not my lane. I don't even know what be going on. Okay? They keep me up on the latest.
And one of the main things about your relationship is you've always said you feel like you guys grew up together in a way. And so now you're in a situation where Reginae, I feel like, does some things that she's kind of motherly toward you.
I think what the problem is when it comes to my family, my husband and my daughter always tell me you can't allow people to always get you out of character and get you so worked up. And they see how upset I get behind the things that go on with my family. So when I'm having those moments, it take Reginae to remind me, or my husband to remind me, you know, like, look, you can't, like, you falling into the trap.
Calm down.
Yeah, like, calm down. And she be right. And, you know, it is different now. Times has changed. So, yeah, she do school me on a new way,
on the new
how
way.
things go.
Because one consensus is that you don't listen.
Oh,
when
they say I'm hard to talk to.
Yeah, you're hard to talk to.
Yeah.
So why is
Now
that?
you still feel that way?
saying yes.
So, listen, you still feel
Not
that
you
way?
still feel that way.
Yeah.
What you thought we was playing?
No,
or
I'm
something?
saying
You
nothing's
can't.
changed, though. Nothing's changed.
It's only been a couple months.
Yeah, she's working on it.
She's working on it.
Babe, do you think I changed?
Something's here too.
That's something.
So he's having,
Y'all know
he
she's
said
a
no.
Scorpio.
Let me
She's a
clean that up.
Scorpio. If you know a
I'm
Scorpio,
very passionate about the way I feel about things. So when they come to me and they telling me about stuff or asking me for advice, I'm real strong and passionate about it. So it's like they take that like, oh, we can't tell her nothing. She's hard to talk to. But guess what? They always coming to me
to talk.
Like, make it make sense.
Okay, that is definitely ironic.
Yeah, because I don't know. She's a good person to talk to, but it's only when she has her mind set on something that's when you can't take.
Okay, she's stubborn.
Yes, very stubborn in ways where it's like if she thinks it's supposed to go like this, then it's supposed to go like this, and it could be 100 other.
It's my
opinions.
opinion.
Right. All right.
Like,
you trying to
All right. She'd be a good attorney.
It's my opinion.
That's my opinion.
And, make sure you guys tune in, though, because the dynamic also between Toya, you and your sister, too.
Yes,
I think it's something that a lot of people will be able to relate to because she's dating somebody that y'all really didn't care for.
She has 2 relationships. She had a man and she had a woman. And, her relationship with the woman, the woman was kind of trying to come between the family and, come between our relationship and creating like problems and stuff. But
all right, well, y'all tune in because let me tell you something. You will really enjoy, and I feel like I learned a lot more about you guys because I think we've watched you grow up, Reginae, from a distance. So it's nice to see you behind the scenes, the work that you put in with your acting, so
her growth.
Yes, and I'm proud. I'm happy for people to see that I actually do work for what I want. Just because my dad is who he is, my mom who is, they feel like I just get everything handed to me, and really I do have to work for what I want. I feel like people kind of like take that away from me, but they're gonna see on the show that that's totally different.
She really was boxing, getting ready for her movie role.
Boxed in too.
Boxed in too. And it looked like she might knock you out. All right. But we do have a Wealth Wednesday. Chef JJ Johnson is going to be joining us. Just Eats with Chef JJ is his show that's on Clio TV because we like to eat. And he also has a new cookbook, The Simple Art of Rice. Okay, it's Way Up with Angela Yee. Toya and Reginae are here.
Had a dream of living wealthy.
And I don't mind sharing my wealth, dog.
Getting you straight financially, mentally, and physically. This is Wealth Wednesday on Way Up with Angela Yee.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee, and I didn't do this just for the food, but Chef JJ Johnson is here with us today. What's up, Chef JJ?
What's up? How
Johnson.
are you?
What do I call you? Chef JJ Johnson, Chef? What do you prefer?
You can just call me JJ. We're not in the kitchen.
Okay. All right. But you do have some food for me from your restaurant.
I do have some food from my restaurant called Field Trip.
Oh, Field Trip. Sorry. Field Trip. Yes.
It's all good. We have a location in Harlem, Rock Center, and one Upper West Side in front of Columbia University.
And the goal is for this to be all over, right?
Yeah, the goal is for it to grow, for people to get affordable food in neighborhoods that look like ours or working class neighborhoods. I'm fortunate to be up to 3 locations and constantly keep trying to grow.
I was talking to you about the movie Hunger that I was just watching, and I was like, because on there it was like, look, chefs, it makes it look like the head chef has no sense of humor. You're not allowed to do certain things, and it was a well-oiled machine, but it also felt super stressful. But you're saying that's old school.
Yeah, I think the industry is just it is stressful because we are at the hands of the people, and you are looking for your food. So we try to get it to be an oiled machine. But all that rah, not treating people right, that's the old industry. We are trying not to be like that anymore. And I know in my kitchens, we're not doing that.
I want to talk about, I watched you on Good Morning America. One thing I did not realize is that you're supposed to add salt after the rice is cooked. This whole time, I always put my salt in the rice while it's cooking.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't know.
Well, yeah, if you put the salt in the rice after it's cooked, the rice will cook quicker and it will cook evenly. And the grains will burst.
Right now, I'm talking to Chef JJ Johnson. You have this book, The Simple Art of Rice.
Yes.
That has some really amazing recipes, right? And rice is kind of a staple for me. And so I want to talk about the health benefits of rice and what type of rice we should be eating, because we always hear people say if you're trying to lose weight or you want to do better, rice doesn't have nutritional value. White rice, they say, always doesn't have nutritional value. Now, for you, I'm going to get your thoughts on that because I always try to eat brown rice. My favorite rice is black rice.
Me too.
Right. Okay, good.
Yeah, it has vitamin B, amino acids. It's grown black.
It's more expensive than everything else.
And it's served black. You can't do nothing to it. So I tell anybody that has diabetes out there or family members with diabetes, they should start putting black rice into their diet.
Okay.
So I love black rice.
All right. So talk to me about what they say about rice and how white rice is supposedly not good for you and it has no health benefits. I just want to know because I'm a person who always thinks about health too.
There's a lot that the reason why media beats up rice is because it was a cash crop for America. And we used to grow it.
Okay.
And when we stopped growing it, people couldn't grow rice the same way. So the rice that started to come on the market was this parboiled, enriched rice grain that isn't good for us.
Okay.
And that's what most of us absorb. Now, I think we have access to better supermarkets. We have access to more knowledge. And there's different types of rice on the shelf. maybe where you live, you might be able to chance to get to a farmer's market where you might be able to get freshly milled rice.
Right.
So brown rice versus white rice, I think they all have their own benefits. Brown rice is just a whole grain. White rice just doesn't have as much nutritional value as the brown rice does because the bran and the germ is taken off.
Okay.
I can get really geeky about this stuff.
No, this is interesting to me.
A guy that I work out with from time to time, dude named Joe Holder, says that the best rice you should eat is you should steam your rice. When it's done, let it sit there. Come back from the gym. That rice that starts to stick together that you love, that rice starch, is actually good for you to intake to build muscle when you come out of the gym.
Okay.
So, but everything is good in moderation.
Right. We don't want to just eat rice all day like I.
No. But I talk about that in the cookbook, The Simple Art of Rice, and I break down 30 different rice grains that you can add into your cabinet. But if you can't get them, you can have rice with lentils and chickpeas. You can have rice for breakfast. You can make rice crepes. You can make roti. There's many different things that I take you on a journey with, and also to make your kitchen a lot simpler so that if you're a working parent, you can cook for a couple days in the week.
Right now, I'm talking to Chef JJ Johnson. How are you about eating at people's houses? Like when other people are cooking for you? Is that hard for you?
I'm down for it. I love it.
Okay.
I cook for people all the time. The problem is when you're a chef and somebody else cooks, they always invite you in the kitchen. Hey, you'll come over here.
You're like,
Let me
I'm
see
not
what you're
working
doing.
right now.
And the next thing you know, you're cutting limes or lemons or you're because it's just natural in you to help out.
Right.
But my friends always are scared to invite me to their house when they're cooking. They're like, you going to bring the field trip or you going to come over with some food?
Yeah, just bring some food with you.
Right. So.
And you do have a cooking show too. Let's not forget that. That's on Clio TV. So let's talk about that for a second.
Yeah, I have a cooking show on Clio TV called Just Eats with Chef JJ. We're on our 5th season.
I'll be on this season. I already booked my time slots. Okay.
I can't wait to get you in the kitchen.
My only contingency, I was like, can I bring my coffee? With me so we can use my coffee and
we got it. Let's
drink
do it.
some. Okay, perfect. Okay.
I already know I'm cooking. You got my mind thinking now what we're gonna do.
Some type of coffee rub? No.
Maybe. Maybe do a little vinaigrette with the coffee.
So talk about the cooking show just for a second here and like some people that have been featured on the show and what made you decide to do your own thing with that and how that happened.
Shout out to Rochelle Brown and Powerhouse Productions. They came to me and said, hey, we think you're great on camera. There's a new startup network coming out, part of TV One called Clio TV. We'd love for you to kick it off. And I was like, my dream, I used to walk the halls of high school telling people, oh man, I'm gonna be better than Emeril Lagasse.
Yeah.
And they were like, yeah, all right, man, whatever. Nobody's gonna be a chef. So to be on television is a dream. We've had Slim Thug, we've had Yandy, and we have some of my friends. We have influencers. We're about to have you, which is super exciting. But it's kitchen table talk. You come on, we're kicking it, and I'm cooking. It's like you just said, like you're in my kitchen, and I'm just walking through you some things that you probably never seen on television before, on the food stations that we watch.
All right, Chef JJ Johnson is here. His cookbook, The Simple Art of Rice, is out right now. We got more with him when we come back. It's Way Up with Angela Yee.
Had a dream of living wealthy,
and I don't mind sharing my wealth, dog.
Getting you straight financially, mentally, and physically. This is Wealth Wednesday on Way Up with Angela Yee.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee, and Chef JJ Johnson is here with me. You know what I want to ask you as a chef? Does it bother you when people are like, I don't eat this, can I substitute this? Because I know in some restaurants, it's like no substitutions, right? And chefs, y'all have this whole thing planned out, like this goes with this balances this. And so certain people may not like sauces, or some people might be like, before they even taste the food, I need hot sauce, or I need this, I need X, Y, and Z. From your point of view, how does that affect you? Or are you just cool with everything? Or are you sometimes like, DJs hate when you go and request songs sometimes? Are you the type of chef that is like, all right, like I put this together specifically for you to have this flavor with this flavor?
Well, yeah, I mean, you said it, we're artists, right? So like when we're developing a dish, we're trying to get you the maximum flavor point. Like you can get some salty, some umami, some sweetness, some crunch.
Right.
That's how I think. So when you come in, you're like, JJ, can I have no barbecue sauce? And I'm like, you
That's
sure?
me all day too, by the way.
You sure? Why don't you just why don't you just taste it? And if you don't like it, then I'll give you without the barbecue sauce. But I do think it's one thing to have an allergy. I just think like if you're gonna go out to eat, just try it.
Right, because I don't eat anything, and it kind of sucks. Because I don't eat seafood, I don't eat red meat, I don't eat pork, and then I don't
Why is that?
I don't know. Well, I stopped eating red meat when I was 17 years old. When I started college, I just stopped eating it. I haven't had pork since I was like a little kid.
That's cool.
I just don't eat pork. And then seafood, my mother never ate seafood, so I never ate it growing up.
Have you tried it?
No.
Why not?
I ate a piece of fish by accident because I thought it was chicken, and but the taste of it was so disgusting to me. I was at a wedding and I spit it right back out, unfortunately. But yeah, it's just something that I never ate growing up. And then my goal is to one day be a vegetarian.
Well, I think big ups to vegetarians. I think that's is a great thing.
Right now, I'm talking to Chef JJ Johnson. Now, I also want to talk about the New York City Wine and Food Festival because that's another place where we're going to see each other coming up.
It's going to be fun.
Yeah, so let's talk about what you have going on because it's the 50th anniversary of hip hop. And I know Ice-T is going to be there.
Yes.
I'll be there. So what is happening at the New York City Wine and Food Festival? Just so people know and people can actually come to this, right?
Yes, they can come to us. I think it's going to be one of the best events ever at New York City Food and Wine Festival all time. The food theme of the event is the cookout. And, what do you bring to the cookout? Mm-hmm. What you bringing?
What am I bringing to the cookout? I'm bringing some coffee.
Bringing some coffee?
Nobody has coffee at a cookout. But I tell you what, I like grilled vegetables. That's what I'm bringing, just for all the people who are vegetarians. I love to put my corn on the cob on the grill. I even like any type of like zucchini, all of that stuff like on the grill, I think.
It's delicious.
Yeah, it's a different type of vibe. I think no food tastes better than food that's on the grill.
I think I love zucchini, like zucchini come off the grill, basil, rice wine vinegar. Mm-hmm. Just like that.
Yes.
Some salt.
Okay.
Delicious.
Little tips here.
But yeah, at the cookout, so everybody was asking, every chef, like 18 chefs were asked, what would you bring to the cookout? Only thing you're not allowed to bring to the cookout is potato salad with raisins in it.
Okay, no, absolutely not.
All right. And I hand selected all the chefs. They're all African American chefs from New York City.
Nice.
Everybody's bringing something different. There'll be beef patties and cocoa bread. Preston from Lore's bringing his famous fried shrimp.
Oh my
I'm doing Liberian jollof.
Oh, I cannot wait for this. So, and I don't feel like the Wine and Food Festival has ever done anything like this before.
No, never done anything like it before. I've been working with Lee Schrager, but over the last 2 years, I reached out to him and was like, listen, we got to get a little bit more diverse. There's more black chefs cooking at the high level, owning restaurants than ever. Why are we not focused on them? And the number one person buying food and wine right now in the space is women, but it's black women. Mm-hmm. So it's really tapping into that and celebrating it. And I hope that will, change the course of how people are viewing food, how they're viewing restaurants, who they're putting at the helm, all that stuff.
All right, so everybody just make sure y'all come out. How can people get tickets to go to the New York City Wine and Food Festival? Because they are invited to the cookout, right?
Everybody listening is invited to the cookout.
I love when people say, is this person invited to the cookout?
You can even invite that person.
Yeah. Even who's not invited, except for if you make potato salad with raisins in it, you're not invited.
You're definitely not invited. Nobody's even going to let you in through the door.
But you can go to nycwff.org and we'll all be there. And just so you know, it's going to be DJ Cassidy, Reverend Run, Ice-T, DJ Mick. They're actually going to also have cocktails. That's important too.
Yes.
Right? Because with great food, you need some great drinks.
Bacardi.
We can't skip on that.
Bacardi cocktails, yeah.
Yeah. And Bacardi owns Patron. So.
Yes, there'll be Patron.
Okay.
There'll be, I think, Douce.
All right, we're into it. And that's all taking place Sunday, October 15th. So let's make sure we do that. And also make sure you watch when I'm on Clio TV with you.
Yes, Just Eats all day.
Just Eats with Chef JJ. Thank you so much.
Thanks for having me.
And when we come back, we have Ask Ye. 800-292-5150 is the number if you need advice. I'm here. Toya is here. Reginae is here. And we are here to help you out. It's Way Up.
Hey, everybody, whether it's relationship or career advice, Angela's dropping facts. So you should know. This is Ask Ye.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee, and my guest hosts Toya and Reginae are here to help y'all today for Ask Yee. And we have Melissa on the line. What's up, Melissa?
Hi, Angela. How are you?
I'm good. How are you? And Toya and Reginae are here, so they're going to be helping give advice today.
Hey. Okay, great. I need a lot of advice.
Okay, what's your question?
So, the other day, my boyfriend left his computer on, so I was just on it, and I was like, I was snooping a little bit, but when I saw his email pull up, I saw a receipt for OnlyFans.
Ooh.
I don't really know what to do about it, and I don't know, does that count as cheating? Is that, like, something I should bring up to him? And I don't even know how to bring up to him because I'm like, I was snooping.
Snooping. And you don't want to be like, I looked through your laptop and I seen a receipt.
I saw that you were on OnlyFans.
But you got to say something. Okay, so let's start with you, Toya, because you're married. Now, if your husband was purchasing memberships to people's OnlyFans and you found out, would you feel like that was cheating?
Yeah, I don't really know about the OnlyFans thing, but it ain't nothing I would break up with him for. Like, we wouldn't be going, I mention it like, oh, what's this about? Everybody's relationship is different.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I did go a little bit deeper, and I saw that he has like specific requests from these girls.
Oh, so
they talking and stuff. Oh, now see, that's a whole nother level. Ooh. That's a whole nother level. Like you commenting and talking and asking for certain pictures. Yeah, I would have a problem with that.
Yeah.
Now, if you just want to watch it, like you can watch. You know, it's like a man watching porn.
But they pay for it. Pay for it is next level, I feel like. Well, Reginae, what about you? You know, dating in a relationship, if you're with somebody and you find out that he is paying for OnlyFans subscriptions and even requesting pictures or videos and corresponding.
Well, before you said the requesting, I was going to say, well, like, it's not that bad because it's like, I feel like nowadays Instagram is like OnlyFans. It's like people, Twitter, all of that. But the requesting the pictures, I definitely feel like you should have a conversation with him and just, talk about it and tell him that it's not cool. I don't think that is cheating per se, but him hitting them up and requesting, that's just being OD and disrespectful.
And I think the thing is that it makes you feel a way.
Yeah.
Right? And if it doesn't make you feel good, you should be able to communicate with your partner.
Right.
And you know what you should do? Before you even, because sometimes you ask a guy a question and he knows why. He knows you know. You should be like, have you ever paid for OnlyFans?
Yeah, see if he's going to be honest about it.
See if he's going to
throw it out there.
You ever paid?
And maybe he'll be like, yeah, I have. And be like, really? So, like, who?
Who you be watching?
Yeah, because honestly, at first I was going to start screaming and throwing stuff, but then I was like, you know what, let me take a deep breath and then find a more specific way to bring this up there. Maybe this is the best way.
Yeah, ask
it's a
him
conversation
about it.
for sure.
And then maybe he'll be like, well, yeah, it's harmless, is some Instagram girls I follow or whatever. But if it bothers you, you should always be open and honest
about it.
if something bothers you because, at some point it's going to boil over.
Okay, great. All right, I'll do that tonight. I'm ready.
Okay. She's going to throw something.
Thank you so much.
All right, thank you, Melissa. Good luck.
Thank you.
If anything, you can start your own OnlyFans and catfish him. See what he's really got going on.
So you on here
so
for real?
Really be asking them to send certain things. They going to.
You could pay for people to send you a picture or a video. All right. Well, that was Ask Ye 800-292-5150. In case you couldn't get through, you can always leave a message and we can answer you that way. And when we come back, we have last words. All right. That's where you guys get to have the last word. It's Way Up with Angela Yee.
Pick up the phone.
Tap in. Tap in and get your voice heard.
What the word is.
Here's the last word on Way Up with Angela Yee.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee, and I had a really fun show today with my guest co-host Toya and Reginae.
And we had a good time.
Yes. Thank you, ladies. And WeTV, make sure y'all check out Toya and Reginae. They're up to episode 4 is about to come out.
Yes, episode 4 this Thursday, 8/9 Central on WeTV. And if you can't catch it on Thursday, catch it on Monday on All Black.
Okay, I love it. I have All Black also.
Okay,
and I'll be watching stuff on demand, in my own time, but I'll be tuning in tomorrow because I love the family dynamic that you guys have. Such a close, tight-knit family, but anytime you're close with your family, that bring a lot of issues too.
Yes. Ooh, baby. I love them though. Gotta love them.
Yes, absolutely. And also, thank you to Chef JJ Johnson for joining us. We'll be at the New York City Wine and Food Festival. I'm excited. I'll be there with my coffee company. Also, coffee uplifts people. Now, ladies, y'all got a lot going on. I know, Reginae, you can't promote the movie that you're in, but we will say Boxing 2. Okay.
It's out now.
It's out right now.
She did a thing too.
Yes. And we got to see you actually preparing for that on WeTV on Toya and Reginae.
All of that on Toya and Reginae.
And listen, I didn't know all about this gym, Toya.
Oh, yeah. We have a new gym. My husband and I, Wait No More Studios, is located in Smyrna, Georgia. We just joined YouTube. We're doing a 30-day challenge. So check out the Wait No More YouTube. If you can't make it to a gym, we got you covered. Workouts, food plans, like all that good stuff. And you get to see more and learn more about the Wait No More movement.
Okay, I like that. That's right up my alley.
Yes.
So I'm going to have to come visit the gym when I'm in Atlanta. But thank y'all so much for joining me today. I really had a good time. I know you guys have been super busy promoting, and I know it's a lot going on, but it's always an honor that, you'll come and sit here with me and grace me with your presence. And our listeners, too. I know they were excited.
Yeah, thanks for having us. We enjoyed you. And the coffee was amazing.
All right. She's up. Way up.
Pick me up.
That's like way up with Angela Yee. And as usual, you guys have the last word. 800-292-5150.
Yeah, this is for the tell a secret. I've been wanting to tell somebody this for a while. I'm a reformed cheater. I don't cheat no more. When I was with my ex, I would tell her I would go play basketball, right? but I would go slide into my sneaky link. So then going home, I would have to go ahead and either drive with the heat on so that I could come back sweaty, or if not, I'll just park the car and I'll take a lap and start running around the block a few times just so I can get sweaty like if I was playing ball for hours.
Angela, good morning. I want to shine the light. Not only do I want to shine the light on my wife, but I just want to send her so much love, and I want the world to know that Mercedes Williams, I love you with all my heart. This forever, baby.
Hey, what's up, Yee? Let's address these so-called secrets. First of all, young lady don't want to go away with her friend. At least be honest with your friend and tell her how you feel. Or you just got to suck it up and go, because if your friend is that important to you, you'll put the personal feelings aside that you have for the other people that's going. For the guy who bust out his mother windows, come on, man. You got to do better than that. You have a mother who's trying to get her kids together. So if she told a little lie, something like that, to get her kids together because y'all acting foolish, of course, ain't nothing wrong with that.
Hi, I want to shine a light on Nikki Brown Clown in Portland, Oregon, for promoting literacy in her community. She's recently been recognized by the Seattle Mariners, and everybody needs to know she's teaching kids to read.
Going way up, turn up with Angela Yee.